Hello, my name is Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader based in Suffolk in the UK, and throughout this pandemic period I'm recording these short videos as encouragement to people. Here I'm at an unusual setting. Normally I just sit at my computer at my desk and you only see me in head and shoulders, but I'm just getting ready for this evening's service. And the three things you see in front of me, obviously the cross, a symbol of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, a symbol of the Christian faith, something I like to have present when I'm doing the type of worship I'll be doing this evening on the computer on Zoom, which we call communion. It's got other titles like Mass, Eucharist, Holy Communion, and so on. And so bread and wine are ready for that purpose. So later on today, with people coming in over my computer, I shall be breaking the bread and encouraging people, obviously not to physically share in this loaf and this cup of wine because they're in their own homes, but to bring their own. And together we will eat a little bit of bread, drink a sip of wine, and in doing so, remember the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross and what it has achieved, making it possible for people like you and me to have a real active relationship with God through Jesus Christ, because he gave himself for us. He rose to life again. He's ascended. He's at the right hand of the Father in heaven. And in taking these symbols, we sort of act out something of our commitment to follow Jesus. It's symbolic, yet it's also significant. And like so many things in life, at the moment particularly, the symbolic can be significant. And a lot of the symbols and the practices and the usual things we normally do are not possible at the moment because of the necessary precautions through the pandemic. Normally we would be gathered in a church building, literally breaking the bread and sharing it between individuals, even potentially sipping from the same cup. And of course we can't be doing that sort of thing at the moment. So here we are, doing things differently in a different situation. I want to encourage you to think of how, although there are aspects of doing things differently that are very hard to cope with, that are restrictive, there are other sides to the coin as well. And in our recent times of doing our church worship through the computer on Zoom, we've had visitors from Uganda, from Canada, from Israel. The sorts of interaction internationally that would not have been possible in the normal way of doing things. And you know, this international contact, that people from other churches in other parts of the world, they encourage us too. It's an encouragement of a shared faith that these symbols are universal, whether some churches would use a little white pre-prepared wafer rather than a small loaf. In some churches we use a very big loaf or several because there's so many people. Jesus at supper with his friends, when he was about to be betrayed, condemned and crucified, he broke bread and shared it with them. And he shared the wine and he said, these are symbols of my self-giving for you on the cross. My body is represented by the bread, my blood by the wine poured out. And he encouraged all his friends and followers, then and in every generation, to continue with this symbolic meal, to show the significance of not only what Jesus achieved on the cross, but our decision to follow him as a result. So whether you've done this sort of thing often or never before, whether you're used to praying or hardly ever even try to pray, I'd urge you, encourage you to give it a try. Because approaching God through Jesus Christ opens up a relationship that took Jesus all the way to the cross to achieve it. And because of that, we humans have this opportunity of really knowing God. That makes such a difference and such an encouragement in these difficult circumstances. God bless you.